Hi everybody, happy Friday. Last week I gave you the day off and we just talked about emojis, which was super fun. But this Friday I actually have kind of a hefty topic I want to talk to you about, and that is fundraising. I get asked about fundraisers all the time, and I wanted to give you some of my best tips and tricks for fundraising. Now, I will tell you that 31 doesn't officially support fundraising in the sense that they don't actually provide us certain marketing materials or discounts and things like that. So since we are independent consultants, we can tailor our fundraising to our needs and our organization's needs. So we're going to talk about two different ways to fundraise. One would be a large organization and one would be a small scale. So when you're doing a large organization, maybe March of Dimes or something that is kind of national or international, I recommend having a host who maybe might have been affected by that particular cause. It just makes for a lot more intimate of a party, and it makes people recognize exactly where their donations are going back to. It also will, in the long run, help you with your business. So for instance, if you have a hostess who might have just recently lost someone to breast cancer, encourage her to have a home party and invite other people who would want to support that person's memory. That way, you have the opportunity to still talk about 31 as a business, show the products, which is only going to help the sales, which is going to help the donation. It just makes it a lot more intimate than maybe a Facebook party or posting something on your personal page saying, hey, I want to donate my commission back to this organization. When people know that it is connected to maybe somebody that they know or someone that's a degree of separation away from someone that they know, it just makes it a lot more successful, and sometimes I feel like a little bit more worthwhile that way too, in terms of helping that hostess and bonding with her over her situation. So I'd highly recommend for those big organizations to still try to bring them back down to an intimate level that way. The other way that you could do a fundraiser would be for a larger local organization, something maybe like a dance company or a local high school band, somewhere where you are going to have a bunch of people participating. Now for this, I still recommend having an opportunity to go and speak in front of the group. So let's use a high school band, for example, with 100 kids. For this might be a little overwhelming, but I would still recommend trying to get in to a time that there's a booster club meeting or something like that. So that, again, you can have the products to show, you can talk to the parents. Then, as I mentioned at the beginning, because 31 doesn't provide specific marketing material, I recommend making a folder, putting a cover letter, order forms. You can even, I would just do printed off sheets of them, and a catalog inside. And what you're going to end up doing is actually mini catalog parties with each of those participants. Now, 100 is kind of a lot, but we know that not everybody's going to participate. But by sending each kid out to do their own catalog party, you're going to really, really, really extend your contacts. Now, the next question I'm sure you say is, well, what do you do about hostess rewards and how do you divide that up? Well, I found with dance companies, a lot of times if the kids know that they are going to get something back into their own personal account, maybe for a costume or something like that, they're more willing to participate. So let's say they are going to do you asked them to do $200 in orders. For you would make $50 in commission on that, but instead what you're offering them is $40 back toward the cost of their costume, something like that. And that's going to really encourage participation because it's going to go in their own pot. You could also do a big whole pot fundraiser where you just maybe have one link online and everything's going to go to the organization, and then the band director or the coach or the director, whatever, is going to be responsible for figuring out where those funds go. In that case, you can play with the hostess credit, you can play with the gifts, and maybe offer prizes and credit to the people that sell the most. So I know that was a 4-minute and 22-second version of fundraisers, and we could have talked about them for an hour, but I hope that starts to give you some ideas. And if you are interested in fundraising, please comment below, and I'd love to flesh out some more ideas with you, because these are great ways to increase your PV, great ways to get your name out there, to earn incentives maybe that the company has put out, to get yourself into K groups so that you can sell promising picks and earn those ready, set, sell type items. And of course, to continue to retain the brand of philanthropy through 31 around your community. Hope that helps.